What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Autonauts. We have a lot to do today, so we're going to dive into it. The first thing I want to point out is that we've added some extra storage down here. And basically what we're doing is we're grabbing a bot. We're calling them... Oh boy, I need to move my keyboard just a little. Exporter. And then the item they're exporting. And so basically, because this is like their main production, right, for this item, it's exporting it from their main production. So we go, we grab, and we transport. Now, of course, as we've said in the past, logs are a little bit different than planks and poles because they can only carry one at a time, so we don't need to go through the repeat until hands are full or repeat until hands are empty. We just do the repeat forever. However, with these guys, I want to do a if statement before we do the actual actions. That if statement is if question mark is greater than or equal to percentage full. And so we're going to click on our log storage here, and we're going to say 50%. And so basically that's saying if the previous storage is 50% full or more, it's going to grab a log and export it. That way we always have a buffer up here for these guys to process through. But we can still buffer out here to then support what we're going to be doing down here, which is going to be our carpentry area. Or I guess our secondary carpentry. Do we call it carpentry too? Nah, we just call it carpentry. Which leads us to the next thing we're going to do. We're going to grab another bot and we're going to make some wheels and gears. So wheels are 2 planks. So we're going to go ahead and grab 2. I'm going to set those down for a minute. So we're going to go ahead and grab 2 planks. And then I'm going to quickly put them back. Oh, why? Okay. We're just going to put them down, I guess. Alright, we're going to grab 2 planks, then we're going to come here and create a wheel. And if we get rid of one of those, we still have 6 actions, which means we can grab, put away, and repeat forever. Just barely, though. And again, these guys are going to be a part of the Carpentry Guild. And we want the full name of the item, so we don't want to leave off that crude, because later on there are better wheels and better gears. Okay, the next guy needs 1 plank, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I believe these guys can only carry 3 items. I think the gear is 2. Yeah, it's 2 spaces. So they can't even carry 2 gears. So that's all we got to do, and we circle that around. It is carp, crude gear. I should be able to put this in there now. Thank you. Alright, now we have the Folk Seed Dispenser and the Folk Incubator, which both require crude gears, so we can go ahead and get that builder going here in a minute. The goal for this episode is to get folk science going, so we can research better items and better processes and really advance our technology. In order to get there, we have to get folk, and so we need these 2 items to help us get folk. Sort of break that down. Let's grab our gear, let's go here, and then let's build. And of course we want to adjust this to this. And we will say our standard if and repeats and whatnot else. Hands not full. Great, you are now a builder. Crude gear. Gears? Crude gear. Sure. And we do a do wheel, but I don't think wheels actually needed for builders. At least not that I can think of. Hey, folk seed dispenser complete. And we're just gonna move you right down to here, I guess. Let's leave a little space. Another thing we want to do is grab one of these guys and grab a stick. Then we're gonna come out here and whack some bushes. You are gonna be a bush whacker. This is a temporary job. But we're gonna adjust you to... Oh, technically we don't want them to be full, do we? Yeah, I think we go like that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, this could be the FL statement. Because he's using a tool. I mean, I know it's just a stick, but in this case it's a tool. And we're gonna do this if, this item's not full. Go for it. Oh, wait, you. Stop. Come here. Now you have stick. No. What? If hand's not empty. This guy's a little bit different because you can pick up multiple sticks. I forgot about that one small detail. I want this bush gone. I've been slowly removing bushes from our area here. Obviously I haven't gone down here as far. But I've been slowly removing bushes so that we can have a clean area to work. How far up does your... Okay, you do... Okay, great. So besides this one, all of them we could get a gatherer on. So now let's do our gatherer here. So you're going to be grabbing berries in this area until your hands are full, and then you're going to deposit them in there until your hands are empty. Alright, and we have our other item, which is good. Now, I don't actually know if we can have bots do this per se. Or if it's worth bots doing this per se. So I think for right now, you seem backwards for some reason. Maybe not though. If we thinking. So probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be the if statement. No, I think the other one has to be the if statement, doesn't it? This guy. Yep. Alright, so we are going to automate making folk. And then you are going to come here. Repeat until hands are full. Repeat until hands are empty. You're only gonna do this if this thing is empty. Cool. And this is berry slash logic. Go. Repeat. Thank you. There's a lot of bushes down here too. We could get a second berry whacker. There's our first folk. Here's our first folk evolution. Level 1 folk need food. And so we're gonna grab our folk here. And start this process. So our guy over here is gonna grab berries. And feed folk in this general vicinity. You are the folk feeder. Until hands are empty. Repeat until hands are, or sorry, full and empty, and then repeat forever. And go. We do need to grab at least 3 folk. So that's what we'll do here. Our next bot is going to then grab science, or sorry, folk love, until hands are empty and until hands are, sorry, full and empty. Did that once again. Alright, and then we need one last spot to fill their hands and then use it for technology. Forever. This guy is our folk scientists. Yikes. I have one of those days where I'm massively questioning my spelling, which is not great. I do want to grab this and put it over here. It's absolutely okay. Butchtel? Didn't actually realize these guys had names. These guys are actually okay to go without food. But we don't get love if they don't have food. Or love. I don't get them heart points. Hey, you. Turf placer. Thank you. We are hoping to get this done fairly quickly here. Been sort of preparing fields here, and I've marked out where each field goes. So we're just gonna continue with that, and then turf grabber is also following them, so that we aren't wasting any turf. I guess technically, like, technically one of these could end up being turf. Alright, so we got stuff now. Alright, let me get, oh. In the wardrobe, special item. No one cares about the wardrobe. What I do care about is the other items that came in that one, actually. Can we get two? Because one, the scooter's super useful, and two, the sign is even more useful. You'll see why here in a minute. Let's go ahead and see about putting down a couple more of these. I do need to move myself. What do you make? Okay, we could do that, and we could do that. Which is good, because we want both of those, obviously. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put our shovel back. Put it right there. They'll use it in the grand scheme of things. I want a mallet as soon as possible, though honestly, kind of be more important that we get that placed. And some apple trees. So we cut down these 2 apple trees, and there's a couple more. Though just cutting down the 2 will do us what we need, and that's getting apples. Okay, let's swap and get more apples here. Let's see if we can get one more and maybe get a full stack here. Hey, we did it. Now, we are just collecting science at this point. Instead of using it, so we should probably assign a new science item. Let's see, what do we got? I know arable crops is going to be 1. Buckets is important. Basic upgrades. Okay. Simple hut and crude mixing pot. Let's go with... I mean, let's just go left to right, I guess. Let's go get a plank, and so we can start the next one. I didn't really explain that in the first round because I just wanted it to happen. But basically, you have to come over here and assign the station to a research, and then you have to provide it with the material that it's asking for. And so this one's asking for a plank, the last one asked for a rock, and there you go. Okay, I need to grab... You can get put away. I need to grab one of you guys. You're gonna grab a shovel. Oh, the knuckle bite feels great. And you're gonna come here and do a 9 by 9. Nope, not repeat forever. Sorry, that's an if else. If hands are full. Go like that, great. Let me give you this one. And this is going to be our weed hole maker. And while this field isn't going to be weeds, this next one is going to be. I just need a place to plant all of the apple trees first. Let's make sure they get going and growing. That's good. Next, I want to get the mallet going. So let's go ahead and get our next laborer over here. I don't think... Yeah, they don't have enough actions to put it away either, so that's good. Except for this is a tool and should not be here. This guy should be a crafter, and this is a mallet. So, we're going to move all of these guys, in fact, over to here. Great. You. Grab his mallet, put it away. Do this forever. You are the crafter mallet grabber. Go. Alright, next one is that. Let's go ahead and grab our 2 stone here. Now this one, because he's grabbing 2 of the same resource, I believe we can also go ahead and stash it. And then repeat forever. And we got our science done. So we got the backpack, the barrel, all of that good stuff, and the good workbench, in fact. And that's the blade, which is the next research, I believe, is for the crew blade. So let's go ahead and grab that. There we are. So that's good. We are missing science because we don't have that much generation of science. We do have some barrels and stuff that we can make though. We also have the good workbench, which I think we want to make first. Oops, that's wrong spot. Okay. And then we have the barrels, which again, put them in the wrong spot, it's not great. And we have the silos, which I really don't think we need that many of. But we'll definitely make use of it, right? I'm just gonna stock up on some of these. That's what I like doing. I like stocking up on this stuff. We are gonna make this just because we can. The rest of this stuff, I think we're good on. Let's make a spare one of those. And we'll let that ride, and of course, most of this stuff is gonna cripple our technology here. Our wood tech. Now we do have stuff being planted up here, so let's go ahead and grab our limited apples here. You, good sir, need to get moved because you are undoing the holes that my other person is making for us. Let's go ahead and move you down here. Move this other one down here too. And then our turf placer can also get relocated over to here as well. So there's that. You're going well. You're still collecting, which is good. And we have our first apples, which means we can get production going. Now this is sort of where I get uncertain on how I want to do the naming convention. Because I think we'd call it like, we could call it like Orchard. Yeah, we'll call it Orchard. Heck yeah. Now, I only want you to do this if we are less than 80% full in this box. So if hands are full, you're gonna grab, or sorry, if hands are not full, you're gonna grab a mallet. If they are full, you're gonna hit trees. Great. Let me give you this mallet here. And then I'm also gonna upgrade you, because I'm gonna want a second one of these guys, right? Or not upgrade, but you know, upload. Oh god. This is gonna be Orc 1. How I avoid naming conventions. Orc 1. Whacker, I guess. And go. Next spot, please. Grab that. Move that there. Grab. Oh, we do need one extra. Thank you. Until hands are full. Then put it there until the hands are empty. Repeat forever. You are the Orc 1 grabber. Of course, we are going to also be planting this stuff as we go. And unfortunately, this guy isn't going to deposit until we have more to grab. Oh, we got 3 more. Go, 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 go. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Let's go ahead and move one of these guys down here, because I want to see what we can do. What can you make for me? Signs and buckets. Both of those sound like they should belong over here. Bucket. And sign. Sign really doesn't need to be stored. We aren't going to be using them in mass. The bucket, on the other hand, we will be, so we will store it. Now, the question is, I think we have these guys also pull from this area. Or do we have them pull from the upper area? Since having tools to make everything else is sort of the important bit, right? Though these tools are kinda secondary, right? Okay, we need to move this guy once again. And you know what? We'll even throw in this guy. Over here, right? Now, we want a shovel. And I want to dig right in here. Here? Right. Then we're gonna put you back. Oh, wait. Let's put that away. Do kind of need that to be a hole. And then we put it back. Which is good. That was a misclick by me, but apparently it was timed perfectly. Okay, we're gonna plant a tree there. Then we're gonna come over here and plant a few more apple trees for us. gotta wait for that tree to grow up. What do you know? Wasn't exactly right, but I wasn't, you know, too terribly off. Clicked one too many times there. Tree's not grown up yet. Hey, this guy's done. We can move him. He's probably up right here. Great. Let's go ahead and move this over to our next patch. Now this isn't completely filled or cleaned up, so we're not gonna move him yet. Well, these guys are fully cleaned up, so let's go ahead and get these guys moved. Now we do have signs, so we could make this easier on ourselves. Though we aren't making signs yet, so let's do this one last move, and then we'll do signs after that. Show you the greatness of signs. I'm thinking this guy is gonna get moved here? Here. I think here. Also gonna have this guy there. Awesome. Orchard 1 is coming along perfectly. You to start digging this one. We are going to end up planting a second orchard over here. I just didn't want it too close to the first one, but I do want it the second one eventually, I think. And there we've stored apples. Got some weird clothing there, dude. Let's go ahead and move this beehive before I accidentally forget that it's there. I think we're gonna move it right there. Kinda hide it, but still visible for us to see later on. Ah, look at that. We finally have our tree. So let's go ahead and grab another mallet user. And we're gonna go whack our tree. This tree whacker is going to be a 3x3, though it could be a 1x1 if I so choose. We'll do a standard tool user along with percent to full, and it's going to be sticks. If it's not 50% full, then you're going to hit the tree forever. Go. Stop, please. Stick maker, go. Great. we are going to make a second one. And this may be weird to some people, but we're going to do exactly the same thing. Hello, 3, thank you. Great. If, move, if percent is less than full, and this is going to be the tree seed, because this is going to be the seed, acorn maker. And again, we're going to do 50% full and repeat forever. And here is the mallet. Great. So now you, unfortunately both of these are full at the moment, so I don't think we can actually do anything here. So let's make a bucket instead. Need 4 planks. Great, we're gonna grab 2 because of hand limits, right? Can only carry 3 items, so it's better if we do this in 2 and then we repeat twice, and then I have to go repeat twice. And then we're gonna grab you and put you there and repeat again. The repeat twice is breaking us here. We could use second bot, or we could just have this be really slow. And I think we're just gonna use second bot. Bucket. Great. So now we gotta wait for that so we can get the second bot there. There's another item that I want to make. And it is this guy. So I need 2 crude wheels. I'm gonna make this by hand because I don't need more than this. I only need the 1. And what the scooter does is it makes us faster. So now as we walk around, we're actually on a scooter, and then we get off when we stop, which is pretty cool. We also have this crude backpack, which we're gonna get as well. And that allows us to carry more things in our backpack, which is useful. Is there other stuff that we could be making in there? Technically we could make these 2 items. We're not using those 2 items right now, so no. But we are gonna leave that out just in case I want to look at it later. You. Okay. Let's get our buckets put away. You are the crafter for bucket grabber. And 2 planks, 1 pull. One pull. 2 planks. If, repeat. Empty there. Good to go. Sorry about the noise. Great. So, signs are fun. Once you have the sign in your hand, by clicking on it, you can hit Z and rename it. Relabel. Rename. Don't combine the words, people. Rename or relabel. One of the two. I don't know what that does. Anyways, we are going to maximize this. And you may notice that now it's a 16 by 16. We're going to make it 15 by 15 because I like being centered on the area. Yeah. And then we are going to put it down. I'm going to grab our person here. And when we go to assign a thing, we're going to hit this select target instead. And we're going to select the sign. Only the stump guy's here, which means our other one's probably back here. Yeah, Cleaner Folds. Which is a fun name. And we're going to assign it to the sign as well. That way, when we grab this, they actually update with the area that is where the sign is. Which is fun, useful, and fun. Oh boy. Alright, we need a second grabber here. Let's go ahead and grab our grabber. Hey. Who is the guy that is updating? Who are you and where are you? What? Apparently the name didn't update. That's interesting. Alright, let's plant the rest of these, because we should. Just the one more? Just the one more. Awesome. Now, I want you to stop, come here. And you don't have anything anyways. We're gonna change this to the apples. Go again. Then we're gonna change the feeder similarly. So let's drop you. Awesome. So then you can go into here. Though I guess one can come out, and you can go into here. Yeah. So now you aren't really needed here. Or so much so that we're gonna delete your operating system. You're gonna move you to be a cleaner. Go. We're gonna change you to grab shovels instead. And you're gonna be a cleaner of bushes. You're gonna be a bush cleaner. And basically you're gonna dig up bushes whenever there's bushes in our cleaning area. Gotta wait for that to be done before we can put put the FLs on it. Go. And we can do stuff like that for other stuff, like the grass and the mushrooms. I'm not sure if we can do it for flowers, because there's so many types of flowers. I don't know if they each need their own pot or not. Therefore, I normally don't do it. So I guess it would be good to test, technically. Okay. Getting back to it. Don't need to do anything with the barrels yet. It's not anything that we have. Looks like planks are doing okay, I guess. That stuff's all doing well, except for we need more folk, I think is what our issue is. So with that being empty, we should have, yep, another guy coming down here. To feed all that in. That's good. And checking the time, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. We got science underway. I'm probably gonna do the rest of the research for this tier, which something I didn't explain before we end the episode. Let me. Oh, hey, hello. Great, we will make most of you in the next episode. What should I explain? Down here we now have evolution as a tab, but we also have this and science as an option up here. And that tells us all of the science that is unlocked. So we actually have unlocked level 2 science, but we will talk about that in the next episode. Level 1 science, we can see that we have 3 more left, and we can see what they require down here in the corner. We are going to do basic bots, though we aren't going to make the Mark 1 bots. Technically the bots we have right now are called basic bots, not Mark 1s, for whatever reason. We're gonna make, we need to make the head of the basic bot, so we have to research this, plus we need the bench, and then we also need shelter technology and the crude pot so we can start cooking technology. So I'm gonna get these 3 researched, and then I'm gonna start the next episode. So I guess in between episodes I'll get the 3 researched and come back to you guys. Anyways, I've been your host, Kman180. This has been Autonauts. If you like the episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.